Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, this gets a 10. Dancing with the Stars is moving again. Find out where you can watch it this fall. Then, one person's junk is another person's art. Christopher Straub is showing you how to reuse items that you might have just thrown in the garbage. And Pop Culture Palooza, a look at an unbelievable auction selling one-of-a-kind TV memorabilia. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Melissa.
We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Thank you for being here. Hello. Welcome. Great audience today. Okay, keep that love going. Please say hello to my sidekick sister, Kendall Mark, everyone. Happy day.
Happy day. Happy day.
How you doing?
I'm great. I see that our marsupial is back, which is
Yeah,
exciting.
the marmot. Is it a marmot?
The marmot?
The marmot is back behind you. Yeah,
Yes.
we had Baby
No
Yoda
more
for a while.
flamingo, no
Now
more
he'll
Yoda.
be gone again tomorrow for Star Wars Day because
Oh, yes.
tomorrow is May the 4th be with you. So that's right. Tomorrow, Star Wars Day.
And also with you.
How's your day going?
So far, not too bad.
Okay.
This isn't vodka, it's just water.
Well, I would hope not, for heaven's
Oh, wait, I'm
sake.
pregnant. That joke's not even funny right now.
I know.
Never mind.
Did you forget momentarily that you're pregnant?
It's like, oh, wait, nobody's laughing because that'd be really, really bad. Okay, that was a joke.
Oh,
Terrible
please, we
joke.
always joke. In the 70s, I mean, they didn't care back then.
No
It
one
was
cared.
like, my mom was, no, I don't know. Actually, I don't think my mom did smoke when she was pregnant with me. I don't know. Now, after she had me in the bingo hall,
back.
then all bets were off. I mean,
Cigarettes were back.
I was in the bassinet. I've said this before. I was in the bassinet. My mom played 44 bingo cards, and then she would have me right over here, and then she had a cigarette in one mouth and then dabbing.
In one mouth,
in
as
her
opposed to her
mouth. Yeah,
other
not.
mouth.
It's already starting, isn't it?
Visual.
It's already starting.
It's a visual.
Have you ever gotten into like a TikTok? Speaking of my
Spat?
mother, no, speaking of who is obsessed with TikTok, but have you ever gotten into a vortex? Like you start watching a YouTube video or a TikTok video and you can't stop?
Yes, but only about books, which is lame. Okay, sorry, continue. Book talk. It's great.
Really?
Book talk.
No,
I have
no,
book
I-
talkers. Yeah.
No, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm not judging because yesterday I was, I had the house to myself for a little while.
Yeah.
I could not stop watching this grilled cheese woman.
Grilled cheese?
It was a grilled cheese woman, and all this woman does is
Was
make
make grilled
cheeses. And I started laughing at myself. I started sitting. I know we got to get her on the show, but I'm sitting on the couch, and even the dogs are looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Because she was making this one grilled cheese that I'm now obsessed with that I want Hanson to make. And it is no particular fancy bread. And then she did Gouda, shredded Gouda.
My favorite's Gouda.
Okay, now, no, listen to this. She did Gouda. Very good, Aaron. It sounds Gouda. Yeah, there we go. Shredded Gouda. Then she put chili oil on the cheese.
No.
Grilled it, and then opened up the sandwich when it's all gooey and put a little bit of honey on the sandwich and closed it back
like
up.
hot and
It
sweet.
looked so good, and I was reading the comments. People were raving about this grilled cheese. And now, but I clicked off her. Now I got to find out who she is. We'll find her. But I want the grilled cheese woman. This is the good thing about having your own show. When you get obsessed with somebody, you can just invite them on the show. So I got to find the grilled cheese woman. Why are you laughing? You watch TikToks on books? I watch them about grilled cheeses.
I feel like this woman is now famous for how she makes different kinds of grilled cheese. It's great.
Your whole generation, that's all they do. I mean, that's your whole generation is famous for sourdough, for how to open a door. I mean, that's all. Everybody in their 20s is famous on TikTok for teaching us how to do very simple things.
Well, we actually go and we do it the responsible adult way, which is we watch something on Instagram Reels a month after it's already popular on TikTok. That's how my generation does it.
Yeah, because you're a little older.
Just a little older.
You're a responsible. Are you a millennial?
I'm a millennial.
You are a millennial. Okay.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I learned on the go.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah. Speaking of the shot, are there any Gen Xers in the audience today? Any Gen?
Like 4.
Oh, second row, right there. Happy birthday. And then let's get a shot. Eric, get a shot of row 1 over here, the other birthday girl. So that's a very lovely lady right there, and it's her birthday. So I acknowledged her before the show. I go, oh, look at that lovely hat, and her friend next to it. Are you a friend or relative? Friend. The friend goes, she does not want to be acknowledged. She does not. Yeah, I can tell with that hat that you don't want to be acknowledged.
That's
yeah.
Boy, for sure.
Happy birthday. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's get started. Leo, activate the hot dish. Here we go. Let's do this. Here we go. First up, Dancing with the Semi-Stars went through some changes last year. Remember, they moved to Disney Plus. They moved off ABC, then they moved to Disney Plus. They had Tyra, and then Tyra left. Anyway, well, it looks like that 1 year streaming experiment over. ABC says Dancing is now moving back to network TV for the fall. Disney Plus never, ever, ever. Mickey never told us how what the viewership was like, which is not a good sign. Let's just take it from me on this one. The new season will have Julianne Hough as a co-host and Derek Hough as a judge. And again, we lost poor Lynn right there. So he won't be, they'll be replacing Lynn as well. This is the 32nd season of now look, and it hasn't been on for 32 years.
Right.
That means cycles. 32, like Survivor, it's on cycle 44, but it only started in 2000. Here's what I want to say about this. This is a sign of things to come if the writer's strike continues for a long time. I don't think this move was accidental. I think this was on purpose because ABC, all the networks are looking down the line
at fall. And if this is what happened in 07 and 08 with the writer's strike. They had to turn to reality TV en masse. So this isn't, let's just move it. No, this is a purposeful move. I didn't even think of that. I just assumed it was like not a lot of people were watching it. So they were like, never mind, we'll just put it back. Just pretend it didn't happen.
I think that too. I think that happened as well. I think the numbers weren't great on streaming. People couldn't find it on Disney. They don't know how to watch live stuff on Disney.
No.
And now let's move it back to the mothership. Speaking of the writer's strike, next in the dish, the writers have been on strike for 1 day, and we're starting to see that reflected on TV. None of the late night shows were new last night, and they won't be for a while. And now SNL has canceled this week's show. That means, I'm so sad about this, no Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, I know. Pete Davidson will not return to Studio 8H to host. The Writers Guild went on strike Tuesday at midnight after they couldn't reach a deal with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. I got to tell you, I read an article last night which scared the bejeebies out of me, and that is the article basically said they don't think that the strike is going to end anytime soon. And this is kind of a canary in the coal mine. The writers, and rightfully so, are scared to death of a lot of things, including AI, artificial intelligence. And one of the things they want in the contract is that the producers agree to not use AI in writing shows. And the producers are like, well, do we have to agree to that? If I were mediating these talks, and I am not, but if I was, I would say, fine, why don't you put a moratorium on AI for 7 years?
Yes.
Because even the people that created AI, they're telling us, the consumer,
let's back it up a little bit.
We need to wait a minute. A woman, I'm not kidding, this happened right before we went on air. A lovely listener of the radio show sent me, because we were talking about AI on the radio show, obviously because of the writer's strike. She sent me something that she punched up on AI. She put my name in, and she said, I want you to craft jokes that Jason Matheson would make. And it pulled up my bio, and it's like he's known for this and this. And the jokes, the way the jokes were written, it was the way I speak. And they were jokes that I, if fully caffeinated, I would probably make. But yeah, it scared me to death back there. Can we hire the woman? No, it was an AI. It was the robot, for heaven's sake. But no, that's scary. And then my producer Holly on the radio show let us listen to a song that somebody made, a John Lennon song, but turned it into a Beatles song. AI added the Beatles rhythm. They added Ringo, the drums.
Like that, too, I'm sure.
And they turned a solo John Lennon song into a Beatles song. Frightening. And if you were to listen to it, you would never know that the song wasn't originally done by the Beatles as a band. This is, I mean, it's coming real quick. So no wonder the writers are afraid of this.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be like when the internet came out. You remember when Katie Couric and Bryant Gumbel, there was a very famous clip of the
from the Today Show.
Like, something called the internet?
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, but I mean, this is that same conversation.
It's a great point. I mean, we have this every so often. We had it going from silent movies to talkies. We had something like this. This is back, none of us were, I mean, you know, I wasn't around. I'm old, but not that old. But and then we had it with the home video revolution. You know, writers were like, wait a minute, now people are making money, the studios are making money because people can watch movies at home. That happened, and now this. This happens every so often. We're going to take a break, go get some more coffee. We'll be back right after this. More hotness next. Christopher Straub coming up. We have a great auction to show you. Good show today. So I was talking to the studio audience during the commercial break, and executive producer Jeff, this is how good he is. He found that grilled cheese woman. He found her on TikTok, and we're over there, and he's like, here, this is how you save a video. And he's teaching me how to use basically the internet. And Addie, who is my buddy and our social media person, she looks at me and she goes, why don't you just ask me, old person? Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's my friend. She can do that. Yeah.
It's true.
Love you, Addie. As we mentioned earlier, the late night shows have gone dark thanks to the writer's strike. But you know us. We don't do anything normal. We thought, you know, we don't want to just... You know, we just didn't want to scratch the segment, right? We can't, I mean, this fills about a minute here, you know? Luckily for us, there is still one late night show still in operation. Producer Ted's YouTube show. This is not a joke.
Nope.
It's called Not Late Enough with Ted Johnson. And Ted doesn't have writers, so his show was new. And that is our Late Night Rewind.
Get a load of this one. Lawmakers in Wisconsin have proposed a new law that would allow 14-year-olds to serve alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Until you go into the bar and realize all the TVs are on Peppa Pig. I would not stay at that bar. The man credited with pioneering the artificial intelligence technology is warning about its potential dangers. In response, ChatGPT said, "Too late, you old geezer." Those exact words. Jared Leto showed up to the Met Gala dressed as a cat. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Seems harmless until your cat walks through that little kitty door dressed as Jared Leto.
that's it. Oh. Okay.
You wanted more.
Here's what we need to talk. There's several things we need. We have several things to discuss. First, I don't know if you at home enjoy, if your favorite part is our favorite part and the studio audience's favorite part. Two things. First, Ted's uncomfortable pauses between jokes. And the best thing is Mrs. Ted laughing at Ted. That's my favorite.
But she loves him. That's love.
That is true love right there. So, I mean, that's, I guess, the good news of the strike. If there is any good news, we get Ted for the late night rewind. I guess, yeah.
Bravo, Ted. Bravo.
Ted, you could write funny stuff for me. You know what I mean? Your actual job. Yeah. Next to the dish. The pitchforks are out for Mark and Kelly. They really are. This time, it's all. The New York Post hates them. And their cousin, the U.S. Sun. They say Live with Kelly and Mark is taping some episodes as far as 2 months in advance. They say on April 26th, they taped an episode for June 19th. Why are they keeping track of this? And the next day, they taped a show for June 26th. According to Page 6, this is just standard protocol for the show because they go on hiatus for the summer. This is what I get that they have to write articles, and the New York Post is part of our corporate family, but y'all really have it out for these two. I don't know. Every day it's either Bud Light or Kelly and Mark. It's one of those things that I see. And it's hysterical. Why do you care about either? I don't understand. Why do you care if Kelly and Mark pre-tape? We are actually, the irony of this, and this is not a joke, we are actually pre-taping an episode today that will air later because we're going to be literally on assignment. We're leaving to shoot episodes in another city, or stories in another city. But why do you care? I don't know why this is that big of a deal.
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal either. I do think it's a little odd that they're shooting that far in advance. Like, are they only doing that because before, when it wasn't a husband and wife team, they could take time off at different times? Is it because I mean, that's April to June, and they do this chat that we do. It's like,
we call it, here we call it desk chat. The very beginning, when I told you about the grilled cheese woman,
important information.
We found her, but we call that desk chat here. I think they call it host chat or something. But anyway.
But they do it for 20 minutes.
Yeah. And when they do that, they have to talk about very general stuff and not topical stuff.
That's hard.
That's how you can tell if it's pre-taped. If they don't, because they didn't make any reference to Jerry Springer's death or anything.
Right.
You can kind of tell when that happens. Again, we'll be doing that in about an hour on our show. Yeah, but that's, I don't know, leave them alone. They just have it out for those two. Next in the dish, Fun Boy Island. That's not really what it's called. You know what it's called, yeah. You know what it's called. We can't say it because we like our job. Fun Boy Island, you might have heard, was canceled by HBO Max after 2 seasons. I'm sorry, Aaron Schwab, why were you clapping at that? I don't like dating shows. This is the only dating show I love, and you know that.
Why? Because they're very, very unattractive people on the show?
Oh, no, there's pretty people on all these shows. I hate them.
That's what I mean. They're very hot on this show.
So it's canceled after 2 seasons, but fear not, my trashy dating show fellow lovers. The show has new life. Kinda. The CW has swooped in and picked up Fun Boy Island along with its spin-off, Fun Girl Island. The two shows will hit the network this fall. Okay, and this I'll take as positive. Nikki Glazer's back as host and executive producer. And, Fun Boy Island was created by a former Bachelor producer, and it will join CW's pristine primetime lineup that includes Superman and Lois and the Winchesters.
Oh, them.
I don't know. Winchester was a character on MASH to me. I don't know. Anyway, but nobody laughed at that. Nobody remembers MASH. Anyway, yeah. But. Oh, don't humor me now. No, this is what bothers me about this. no offense to my friends at the CW, but this show should not be on network TV. The whole point of the show was it was very naughty.
The title.
Yeah, and you can't be naughty on the CW. You know, I mean, you can, but it's not.
Vampire Diaries had a lot of blood and a lot of making out. I'm just saying.
Oh, they do a lot more than making out on F-Boy Island or Fun Boy Island. I mean, yeah.
Oh. Go figure.
The F stands for farm. Yeah.
Farming for ladies. You know what happens on farms.
They can't cancel us. There's no writers. They got to keep us on. Next, no, this will make you. This is sad. This is like, it'll get you mad. Carrie Fisher is getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now that's good. Tomorrow. Carrie should have gotten it years ago. I don't know why they didn't do it, bless her heart, when she was around. Anyway, but one person very close to her will not be there. Carrie's only brother, Todd, said he's being shut out of the ceremony. He says he is the one who actually got the ball rolling on getting her the star, because you know you have to campaign for it. They say the two were inseparable for 60 years before Carrie passed away. When Todd reached out to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, who runs this stuff, he was told Disney made the call on the guest list. Then Disney told him Carrie's family had the final say, and with only 30 seats, he didn't make the cut. 30? It's Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Can't you just stand? That's just, you know, I got to tell you, I don't know who the other 29 people were, but you can fit one more person. It's her brother, if for goodness sake. I mean, when we have overflow, Aaron pulls out lawn chairs from Channel 5. You know what I mean? It's like
Walks down the street.
Hell, when we've had overflow, we sit people on the couch over there. We physically have had people over there.
Seems fishy. Something's wrong here.
Well, I know that there's been drama with the brother in the past, but still, you can put that aside for one day. Let him celebrate his sister. It just seems very wrong.
We'll see who shows up as the 30 people that day.
Yeah. I know. I hope Bob Iger, my pretend boyfriend that runs Disney, I hope Mr. Iger fixes this. He's a good man. Bob, fix this. Let the guy have an invitation. Seriously. Yeah. I love Bob.
Do you?
I love Bob so much. Next in the dish, Apple TV. Oh, this is great. If you have kids, this is great for the family. I love this show. Apple TV Plus has released the trailer for the second season of one of my favorite shows on Apple TV. And if you have kids, bring them back to the TV. This is called Prehistoric Planet. And this is season 2. They treat it like a real nature documentary. Look at this.
66 million years ago, planet Earth was ruled by dinosaurs, both majestic and extraordinary. The mysteries of their lives have been largely undiscovered. Until now.
Kidding, friends. It's so good. It's so good. Jon Favreau, y'all, is the executive producer of the show. As you heard, that's not an imitator. That's actually Sir David Attenborough as the narrator. So if you get the concept, but they treat it like those great nature documentaries like Planet Earth. But with that animation's better than what we saw in Jurassic Park, for heaven's sake.
All we had was The Land Before Time.
I know. It's really good. The new season,
good, wasn't it?
yeah, good reference.
good
The
show.
new season hits Apple TV Plus on May 22nd. We're going to take a break. It's time to meet, though, before we do our first JVIP of the week. Carol Simons from Brooklyn Park. Hi, Carol. She wrote to us. She loves the show because it's the only place in the world to get the latest hot dish. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Carol says the show is always interesting and funny, and she loves Jason's Best Things Ever. She also loves Kendall and Stephanie Hansen and the whole family. Carol gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our studio audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to our latest sponsor, the Institute. Y'all are just lovely. I love you. The Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. We have much more to come. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up, Christopher Straub is turning unusual items, we'll call it, into works of art. He's live in our studio. And how you can own pieces of TV history. This is great. An unbelievable auction you have to see. That and more when The Jason Show continues. Well, look who's here. Welcome back to the show. Look who's here. Our next guest is real kind of family. He is family. He's a fashion designer, Project Runway alum. He's a crafting guru. He calls bingos on Friday nights. He's also a big fan of taking his food scraps.
Is this the right intro?
Is this for
segment?
you?
Yeah, maybe.
Ted wrote it. I don't
right.
know. He is turning food scraps into thriving plant communities. I don't know what that means, but hopefully he does. It's Christopher Straub, everyone. And Ted, okay, is that intro even remotely close to what we're doing?
Plant Daddy would have sufficed.
Oh. That's a different Christopher. That's the after show.
That's
the Jason Show after dark.
I get it.
Well, after that intro, I really don't know
what we're doing.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we have no idea.
What are you doing?
Well, it's a little too early to plant outside, and so we are doing some plantings inside. Starting some plants that some can move outside, and some will stay as house plants. But these are going to be fun, and I guarantee you, the first one you're going to do at home at your first opportunity.
Well, that's a big. So you're
It's a big sell.
guaranteeing that what you're getting ready to show the public will immediately run out and do this.
Yes.
Okay, take it over.
All
Yeah,
right.
go over here.
Did you know
No.
that every pineapple comes with a free house plant? Some know.
Now, who knew that?
Got
Of
a
course,
couple.
birthday
Applause,
girl. Okay,
applause.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. Like, you are gonna be able to plant this in a pot and keep it in your home for years and years and years. And this is 2 years old right now. Okay. And it's easy to do.
Is there a damn pineapple in there?
There will be if you keep it growing enough. A small pineapple will grow in the center, and then
It will not.
Absolutely, it does. See. I'm blowing your minds today. All right, so here's how we're going to start out.
Okay.
So when you get a pineapple at home, what's the first thing you do?
Eat it.
You chop this up, right?
Oh,
well, not like
yeah.
Well, for you, open the can.
Yeah.
Is this my last appearance? Is this the end?
Open the can?
Oh, so sorry. Get
You
it
mean
delivered.
go to the grab and go pre-sliced?
Go to Lunds and Byerly's.
Go to Lunds and Byerly's and Kowalski's
Yes.
and get the. I'm not cutting no pineapple.
I know.
But show me.
All right,
okay.
so here's the first thing that we're gonna do. Where's my camera? Where am I? Right here. Instead of
Where's my camera? You diva.
I live
right
on TV.
there.
Watch this.
You're so that look. You big strong man, you.
Look at me go. I had to push the sleeves up for that one. Look, I don't even carry my own milk. Look at how thin my arms are. Like my kids carry more.
What do you mean you don't carry your own
Those
milk?
are too heavy, Jason. too heavy.
You make your kids carry in your milk?
I mean, these scrawny little.
Oh my God. Okay.
Bird
So what, now what
arms.
do we?
Okay. So then the next thing you do, and here's what I'm going to get your help doing this too. All right. So I want the next thing you're going to do is you're going to have that little. There's some fruit left at the bottom, and okay, you're not moving over here. You want me to do
Okay.
it?
No, I don't know what you got to tell me what to do.
Okay, Jason, come over to my spot.
Okay.
Cut off that little piece right there.
The nubbin?
The nubbin.
Okay.
The nubbin. We're technical here. Perfect. Okay, that's step one. You did it. You did it. All right. Then now take your nubbin.
Okay.
And start peeling back these
Oh
leaves.
God, really? This is a
These
lot.
leaves. Okay.
Can I just go to Gurton's?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay.
You can. But if we can get close on this, where's my camera? Okay, I removed just a couple of leaves. Immediately, you can see there's already roots sprouting in this piece. Even before getting it home from the grocery store, it already has started sprouting roots. Do you see it right there?
How slow are you driving?
Oh my gosh. So then you're going to peel. Look, this is like pull tabs. Does this feel familiar to you? So we're going to peel back about a half an inch.
You've never played pull tabs if you think this is what it's like. Okay, how much do I peel?
So peel back about a half an inch, and then all you're going to do is suspend that in water.
Okay.
You're done. You're done. So after a couple of weeks, you're going to start to see small roots there.
Oh my God, that looks like what comes out of the mouth of the people on Last of Us, the little phalanges. Yeah.
The phalanges.
Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Holding a thought.
Hold that, and no, you can put that down. Okay. Yeah. More with Christopher when we come back. Back in a moment. Yeah. How much more do I peel? And we're back with our buddy. To quote Annette Funicello, we're back with our pineapple princess, Christopher Straub, everybody.
I'll take it.
That's right.
I'll take it.
It's one of my favorite. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
Pineapple princess. It's fun. Thank you. Anyway, I'll sing it to you later.
Thank you.
Let's wrap this up. So
yes. So keep it in the water, suspended in the water for a couple of months, and once you get to about 2 or 3 inches of root structure, then just go ahead and plant it. And I want to clarify for Minnesota folks, this is an indoor plant. Yeah, don't put this out. Don't put this outside. It will not last. But again, this is a couple years old at this point.
Okay, what's next here?
All right, so next is if you want to get your herbs started indoors, now's the time to do it. I love using terracotta pots. And a little tip, the smaller the pot, the more frequent the watering. So don't forget about these little guys because they can dry up
very
fast.
quickly. I learned that, yeah. Next
up, how about avocado? Do you eat avocado?
I like avocado.
So with every avocado, again, a free house plant. I have grown this from the avocado pit. And there is an easy way to do it that involves just the pit. It looks like a science experiment.
That looks like Hellraiser. It looks like Pinhead.
It's a little Sputnik type character here. But we're going to take a dry avocado pit, get all of that, the fruit off of it.
Okay.
And then you're going to just insert 4 toothpicks. I almost forgot the word toothpicks.
It's all right.
All right. And I like to do them at an angle because what that's going to do is let it sit a little lower in that cup. So do 3 or 4 of these just to suspend it.
Okay.
Change out the water every couple days. Cover about half of it with water.
Okay.
So don't completely submerge it, and be patient because it can take up to 8 weeks. And what this will do is split open and sprout the plant. So then you'll get this.
That's cool.
So this is 3 months old right now.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Now we have one thing. Let's switch places.
Yes.
Christopher always gives back. Like if there's a charity, Christopher's there.
I love it.
It's one of the reasons I love him. What are you doing here? Tell the folks about that.
Fraser Center for Autism, are we all familiar with it here?
Yeah, we love
Minnesota. So Fraser provides services, education for households affected by autism, and they have their annual Fraser Festival coming up May 20th. Go to fraser.org and you can register to go for free to this event. It's all ages. It's meant for the family. There's going to be sensory zones all throughout it, so lots to keep them occupied, but also I have to be a part of a little plush fundraiser. So I designed these little squishy buddies. We have Dolly the llama and Fidget the dog, and a limited amount of them will be available before the Fraser Festival. Again, that's May 20th. But if you want to go onto Fraser.org right now and click on store, you can pick up a set of these for $20.
Oh, that's nice, Christopher.
Yes, and I would love to give you a buddy and Kendall a buddy to say thank
Kendall,
you.
come here. Christopher wants to give you a gift.
You have to decide which one. Which one do you want?
For the baby.
Here, where do you want me?
I'll
Here.
be here.
Which baby? Which?
I want the llama.
Of course.
I mean the
There's your little-
dolly.
Dolly the llama.
It's so soft.
They're so soft and squishy. I love their
Yeah.
little kind of gumdrop shape.
Can I
cute,
have the lamb
thank
too?
you.
Can I?
Yes, yes.
Are you having a baby?
Yes.
Insomnia.
Thanks, Christopher.
So if you go on Fraser.org in the store, trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can.
Get it.
They're $12 each for one, or if you put two in your cart, it automatically goes down to $10 a piece. So,
I love it.
But 100% of the proceeds go to Fraser, Minnesota.
Way to go, Christopher. Give it up for Christopher Straub. Follow my buddy on socials. Search for Schmistopher. I said it, buddy.
Schmistopher.
You're throwing things.
I'm trying-
Anyway,
I'm attempting
why
to-
are you trying to juggle?
I'm
okay.
trying.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. These are so cute.
They the sweetest.
Good job. I like the face. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is cool. Welcome back. Even if you weren't a fan of the TV show Seinfeld, odds are you remember the episode where Kramer found the set from the Merv Griffin show and recreated the show in his apartment. Look.
This is the set from the old Merv Griffin show. They must be throwing it out. This stuff belongs in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, at least in the dumpster behind the Smithsonian.
1 minute Elliot Gould is sitting on you, and the next thing you're yesterday's trash.
Come on, Kramer, get out of there.
No, you go ahead. I'm not finished taking this in. Oh, Jerry, look. Merv Griffin's cigar.
Well, the reason we're showing that to you is, well, that may have been fake, but so good. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. The Merv Griffin show. Well, that might have been fake, but listen to this, a guy in Texas actually did save some iconic pieces, and I mean iconic pieces, of TV memorabilia from the trash. And now they're headed to auction. James Commissar collected the TV memorabilia for decades. Nearly 1,000 pieces from his collection are being sold. Items include set pieces from Cheers, The Tonight Show, there's the All in the Family set. Look at that. He collected them during his work as a TV writer. He thought it would be fun. We thought rather, he did think it was fun to sell this, but we thought it would be fun because we're big TV nerds around here to check out some of the cool items for sale and to show you. So here we go. First up, you know where I'm going to start. Items from my favorite show, Dallas. Here is a figurine that was in the living room at South Fork, and it is a little Ewing mailbox that he took from the set. Or if you don't want that, how would you like to wear Patrick Duffy's PJs? The character of Bobby Ewing wore this robe and PJs in the 11th season of the show. And finally, something that if my family's watching, I really would like you to bid on. No subtle hint there. This is a collection of items from J.R. Ewing's desk at Ewing Oil. Yeah.
Is that a boat?
That's a little boat. It's it's an oil barge. It says Ewing Oil on it. So again, if my family's watching, August 5th is my birthday. Just saying.
Subtle hint.
Just a little hint. Next up, some items from late night. First up, look at this, everyone. That is David Letterman's desk from late night on NBC, not the CBS years. And right now, I did check. The minimum bid right now for that is $100,000.
Oh my Lanta.
So if my family's watching, I'm just joking.
Get out your checkbook.
Okay, now this is what I know. Jeff is thinking the same thing. I know you were a TV. What's the guy's name? Commissar. Mr. Commissar, I know you were a writer.
Right.
How did you dumpster dive for that? Like, how did you get that?
And where did he keep all of this?
Like probably like a storage
That
area.
is so expensive to house it all.
Well, speaking of late night desks, let's move to Johnny. Let's move to the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. They are selling audience seats. So this is from the NBC studio where the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson was. Here's the podium where Johnny Carson's band leader, Doc Severinsen, used. I will actually be bidding on that for Jeff to stand on. Yes, for executive producer Jeff. And they are also auctioning off Johnny's desk as well. And Johnny's desk, they call it, and Oprah did too, they call it home base. Home base is the main set. Johnny's desk and chairs, guest chairs, are also starting at $100,000.
And we have Oprah Winfrey chairs. We should sell them.
I know. We have chairs in our audience from the Oprah Winfrey Show, from Harpo. I told Jeff, I am actually going to bid on
the chairs?
The Tonight Show chairs, because I want to add to our collection here in the studio.
Did you just say starting bids were at $100,000?
Not for the chairs, girl. Oh, no. No, my maximum bid will be like $24.50 or something. Yeah. Finally, for 70s and 80s TV fans, check this out. This is the golf cart used by Tattoo on Fantasy Island to pick up the guests. Yeah. If photographer Eric's wife is watching right now, check your credit card statements very carefully over the next few months.
Yeah.
Check these credit card statements. The auction begins June 2nd, and you can check out all of the items for sale at ha.com. Again, that's ha.com. You have to register. I'm not kidding when I say I already have. I'm keeping my eye on those chairs and the J.R. Ewing desk set. But yes.
Not for himself to buy, but if for a present, maybe.
Exactly. Again, my birthday, August 5th. Just saying. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. August 5th. Don't forget to get tickets to our show. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. And please, only reserve a day you can actually make it, like these folks. It's time for the world's shortest segment. It's a party in Wales for Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Did I say it? I did say it right. The Hollywood stars joined players from their UK soccer team in a victory parade yesterday. Ryan and Rob, you might have heard this, bought the Wrexham football team several years ago. And just last week, the team won the National League title, earning their way back into the English Football League after a 15-year absence. As you can see, the two Americans are loving every minute of it. Cool story. The surprise goodbye when we return. Back in a moment. Lots of birthdays in the house. We have a lot of birthdays in the house today.
I know, I still think my favorite is the one you called out where she said she did not want to be noticed, but she's wearing the most fabulous giant
That's
hat.
my girl right there. Look at her. She has great spectacles. I love her glasses.
Fabulous.
She looks very pretty. It's time for the surprise goodbye. So you know how this works. Kendall and I don't know what's in this segment until I read it right now. Today, a reminder for anyone planning a cruise vacation. You can't go fishing off the side of a cruise ship. 2 passengers on a recent Carnival cruise are now banned for life after video showed them fishing from the balcony of their stateroom. Carnival learned of the illegal anglers after video of them was posted on TikTok. In the video, one passenger caught a large fish, reeled it up several stories to their room.
What y'all gonna do with it?
That is ridiculous. What are you thinking?
I mean, you're gonna put it in the bathtub? Like, what's your plan?
Yeah.
You can't cook it. You're
can't
on a
cook
cruise
it.
ship.
Those staterooms do not have kitchens.
You're gonna put it in the TSA pre-check? Like,
Yeah.
here you go. Here's my fish I got.
Here's my orange roughy. Yeah. I get so paranoid. Like, we've had the stories of people that are banned at Disney, and you got to behave yourself, because that's my
Jason's
worst.
on his best behavior.
Well,
at Disney.
no, really quick. You know what we've heard? We know people that Universal. A lot of people have sex in the Harry Potter train.
No!
Yeah.
You cannot do that to Harry.
And when they do, the employees go over the intercom, and the code is Hogwarts Nightmare.
No!
Yes. Just saying. Hey, tomorrow. Do you want to have the best lawn on the block? Producer Ted does. He'll show you. That's going to do it for us. Go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. I'm not joking.